Good evening and welcome to tonight's concert. In order to help us perform our best, we would ask you to help us with a couple of things.
Please stay to support all students' hard work. Band students will be expected to stay to watch the other groups perform.
Please silence all cell phones or other electronic devices.
We would love to have you take pictures of your student, but please do so without using the flash and without standing in the aisles.
The 6th grade band will begin our portion of the concert with a piece called Ride of the Nights by Victor Lopez. We practice playing in 3/4 time, and we practice switching between concert E natural and concert E flat. We also learned or reviewed DSL coda. We play through the piece, then go back to the S. When we get to the place called Mark to Coda, we jump to the ending. Our lowest instruments get to take a turn at the melody a few times throughout the piece.
We will continue our concert by playing Night by Craig Andrew Fitzpatrick. The 6th grade band for which Mr. Fitzpatrick wrote this piece hosted a melody writing contest. The winner was 6th grade Sarah Gunter, who called her piece Majestic Night, O Winter Night. You will hear the flutes introduce the melody at the beginning of the piece, then we will speed up and play variations of the melody. We practice playing with the fermata, which means to hold out our sound until the director indicates to go on. The fermata is in the middle of the piece, so we learn how to watch for the cue to move on.
I'm going to give percussionists a tiny bit more time. They've got quite a bit to set up there. I do want to say, A, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you giving up your time to support our students in band. And I also want to shout out 2 of my 7th graders, Paisley and Shelby. You guys want to wave real quick? They were asked today, hey, I've got a percussionist who is sick and their part is super, super, super important. Can you fill in? And they said yes, and they're basically sight reading. So thank you so much to those 2. Let's give them a round of applause.
Tonight to support our band students. I'm going to acknowledge a few students who are receiving awards tonight. For all awards, students will stand in their place when their name is called. Please hold your applause until all names for that group are called. Certificates will be distributed during band over the next 2 days. So the first 6th grade award goes to section leaders. These students help with distributing materials, reminding their section members of tasks, communicating needs between their section and me, helping section members with new notes, assisting if we have a sub, and more. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Elena, Anna, Winnie, Lynn, Copper, Kingston, Lucy, Cielo, Ellie, Aiden, and Avonlea. award will go to jazz band members. These students came to school early, 2 days per week during trimester 2 to learn jazz music, and they performed at the last concert. Please stand when your name is called. Kingston, Copper, Lucy, and Layla. And the final award that I'm distributing to 6th grade tonight will go to students who participated in the Mount Pleasant Honor Band. Students from area schools were nominated by their directors for this honor band, and they were selected based upon their skills and what instruments were needed to create a balanced ensemble. These Fairfield 6th graders participated: Lynn, Kingston, Eli, Mason, Ellie, and Avonlea. Pass it off to Blake to announce the last 6th grade piece.
The final piece of the 6th grade portion of tonight's concert is Zephyr by Michael Ryan. This piece is written to commemorate the 1934 world record set by Burlington Railroad in their nonstop trip to Denver to Chicago. We learned about painting a picture with our music. We hope that you will hear the train as it slowly starts and softly and gradually gets louder. Our saxophones, low reeds, low brass, and sometimes clarinets depict the engines chugging along. Our flutes, clarinets, and sometimes trumpets, and also alto sax depict the train's whistle. As flutes play the melody of our journey, our percussionist gets to portray a bit of everything, including the crossing bars and the steady hum of the engine. In the middle of everyone will make a whistle sound together as we warn the people the train is coming.
at this point in time, do I have some Interact Club members who wanted to come up? All right, we'll get that going in just a second.
Declan, we invite you to come up. Your teacher said yes.
Hello everyone. We are from the Interact Club, which is a youth Rotary club. And part of what we do is we try to support the meaningful projects in our community. And tonight we came to make a donation towards this band group, and we are donating a trombone from the Interact Club.
So we have a lot of members, but they are all like in the play and other activities tonight. So we just have a few of our members here tonight. But our group is for kids age 12 to 18. So middle schoolers are welcome to join as well. So that's another reason why we wanted to be here to present, just to see that we do. In addition to the trombone that Interact Club is donating, we're also on behalf of Maggie Hanks and her husband, John, who's a Rotarian. They're donating this beautiful flute as well. And she's from Soaring Story. So anyway, we really appreciate the music, arts, and it's worth supporting. Anyway, thanks for all you do.
On the behalf of the middle school band department, we just wanted to extend a thank you so much for the generous donation. All right, my 7th graders, can you please stand up and start heading to the stage? Thank you so much.
The 7th grade band will begin by performing Mars Zingar, which translates to the March of the Roma people. This was written by Randall Stanridge. We learned that the Roma used to be called Gypsies, but prefer to be called Roma. This piece is in a march style, which two main themes. We also practice changing keys about 2/3 of the way through this piece.
Our next 7th grade piece is Seconds Out by Samuel Hazo. Mrs. Coleman challenged us to learn on our own what the sports term seconds out means and report back to the class. We learned that seconds out is a term used in boxing. The ref calls seconds out just before the start of the match. This means that any coaches or other corner people supporting the boxer have to leave the area, and only those boxing in the match can remain. We also learned or were reminded how to play 2 dotted quarter notes in a row in this piece. You will hear that this piece is in 3/4 time, but has several measures with only 2 notes. These are dotted quarter notes, and 2 of them combined equal 3 beats.
All right. I would now like to recognize our 7th grade students for their achievements this year. For all awards, again, students will stand in their place when their name is called. Please hold your applause until all names in that group are called, and certificates will be distributed during band over the next 2 days. So the first 7th grade award will go to our section leaders. Again, these students help out basically with anything that the 6th grade did, distributing materials, helping their sections, helping with just anything that I ask, they've got. So will the following students please stand to be recognized? Usmi, Aubrey, Vishal, Seth, Cohen, Parker, and Bennett. The next group are 7th graders participating in jazz band this year. They gave up morning time, and these 2 students both balanced jazz band and basketball both and did a fantastic job at it. So congratulations to Cohen and Bennett. The next award goes to Mount Pleasant Honor Band members. These students participated: Imani, Balin, Cohen, and Bennett. And the final 7th grade award will go to the student who auditioned for and was selected to the Southeast Iowa Bandmasters Association Honor Band. For this honor band, all schools 1A through 4A in all of Southeast Iowa auditioned to participate in a 7th and 8th grade honor band. On audition day, there were about 30 trumpet players who auditioned, more or less, and Balin was one of about 14 or 15 accepted. So congratulations to Balin. And with that, I will turn it over to Parker to announce our last piece.
The final piece the 7th grade band will perform is New Orleans Jubilee. Arranged by James Polar, this piece combines 2 popular tunes played in the New Orleans jazz scene, the Saints Go Marching In, and Just a Closer Walk with Thee. The trombone and tenor saxophone get to take the melody for part of this piece, and you will hear trombone glissado sliding from one note to the next.
As a heads up, this one does have a fake out ending, so it will be over when my arms go down.
last group is coming up, and I wanted to let you know that today, when the concert is over, contrary to normalcy, we are leaving chairs right where they are because we have an assembly tomorrow morning. Okay? Please leave them right where they are.
First 8th grade piece tonight is Avenger by Rob Grice. Our percussionists are kept busy with this piece as they have very few rests. The woodwinds and brass play intense and sometimes clashing melodic notes. We practiced a few syncopated rhythms as well.
8th grade band will now be performing Dance in the Lake of Miramore by Barry Kopetz. Kopetz wrote this piece to depict a lake in the mystical kingdom of Lochro. The lake is said to never reflect sunlight, but it does reflect the 2 moons over the kingdom. When both full moons rise over the mountains, the lake is said to show visions of the past and the future.
Our next piece is Shattered by Chris Bernates. This piece is fast and intense with a speed of 160 beats per minute, just under 3 beats per second. We learned some challenging rhythms with each group of instruments playing a different rhythm at the same time and places. Percussionists are covering several different instruments, and Delaney is joining the percussion section for this piece to help cover all of the instruments.
All right, I will give them a breather for a second while I announce our 8th grade awards this year. Again, students will stand in their place when their name is called. Please hold your applause until all names of that group are called, and certificates will be distributed during band the next 2 days. First, I will recognize our 8th grade section leaders. They have been a huge help this year in just making sure everything that needs to get done gets done. So, as your name is called, please stand up. Jordan, JC, Jackson, Kellen, Drazen, Peyton, Trey, and I also want to recognize all 3 of our French horn players, Atlee, Avery, and Lauren, because they just all filled in where needed. And then also our 2 lowest instruments, Kyler and Giovanni. They also didn't have a particular section leader, but all shared duties. Let's give these kids a round of applause. All right, I will now recognize jazz band members. If those are band students, that's not appropriate. Our next award will go to 8th graders selected to the Mount Pleasant Honor Band. Congratulations to Jordan, JC, Atlee, Avery, Peyton, and Kyler. I was told I skipped a paragraph, and they are right. I'll recognize jazz band members. These people balanced morning jazz band, cheer, basketball, lots of different activities during trimester 2. So please stand up. Ava, Delaney, JC, Joshua, Kellen, Sebastian, Avery, Atlee, Peyton, Jack, and Trey. Which will go to our drum major for the year. This student not only helped as drum major, but she also covered extra directing responsibilities when needed, helped with any subs that we had, and just generally helped with all things band related. I'm excited to see her continue her leadership skills in high school band. Congratulations to Peyton. All right, 8th graders, did I skip any other awards? Okay, let's pass this to Jason.
The 8th grade band will conclude tonight's concert with Firework by Katy Perry. The arrangement is by Michael Brown. You will hear the melody pass between various sections of the band.
Thank you so much for being here. We'll get the lights back on, and as a reminder, leave your chairs right where they are. Thank you so much.